Hi there. Well, that's day one of the challenge done. So one day down and 41 more to go. I'm not going to be jumping on the scales quite yet. I'm going to do it every week so that I can have a look and see my progress. But I've got a feeling it's good. I feel, if it's possible, a little bit lighter, a little bit fresher, and that might just be in my head. I don't know. Also, I've been reading a really interesting book, and the book is called The Hungry Brain, and it brings me on to something I want to talk about today, which is about buffets and food and how food can tempt you in, and how some tricks I've found have really helped me to overcome overeating, which has been one of my big issues throughout my life. I used to be a gigging musician, certainly for the last 5 or 6 years. I have my standard day job, but also I was doing a lot of function work and a lot of weddings. And at weddings and functions, we would always get food as part of our contract, and mostly it would be a buffet. And I could not help myself. I mean, you see a buffet, you see a spread of amazing food, and all you want to do is eat. You fill your plate, you eat, and even though you're kind of full, you go back and fill it again. And I was kind of wondering why that was. I couldn't kind of work out why I was doing that. And actually this book that I'm reading kind of gave an indication. And basically there's been these studies done into how people deal with food and how their relationship with food and eating certain types of food. And it kind of kicked off from this guy that did a potato diet. And the reason was basically he was provided with potatoes to American schools, and they were going to ban potatoes. So he said, right, I'm going to live off potatoes for the next 60 days because they are nutritious and delicious and they are good for you. And now, admittedly, in the American schools, they're mostly served as chips and crisps, so not necessarily in the best format. But he was trying to show that actually a potato is very good. And actually, apart from the fact that a potato lacks vitamin A and vitamin B12, it is a very nutritious item to eat. And your liver stores vitamin A and B12 for quite a long time, so you can actually survive for a couple of months without supplementing if you're eating potatoes, according to this book. Now, I'm not a doctor, no medical advice here, obviously, just relaying what I've read and what I've continued to research online. So anyway, this guy went on the potato diet and he was like, well, I'm going to keep my weight and it's going to stay the same. I'm going to eat potatoes all day long. And he did it for 60 days and he ended up losing 21 pounds, so about 9 kilos over that period of time. And it's got researchers thinking, well, that he thought he was eating enough, but why did he suddenly stop eating as much food? And the hypothesis they put forward was that your body looks for lots of different variety in food. So it looks for salt, sweet, sour, fatty stuff, a mixture of the whole shebang of things. And if you're only eating one kind of food, your body quickly gets bored and you quickly go, well, actually, I'm full because I've had enough and that's that. Whereas a buffet offers you a variety of things and so many different textures and flavors that you keep on filling up and filling up and filling up because you're never quite entirely satisfied with everything you've had. It kind of explains that thing that my wife always says when we've had dinner. She always goes, well, my pudding compartment's empty. I don't know if you've ever had that, but I have that too. So you've eaten your full of food, but there's always room for a little bit of pudding. For me, creme brulee, love that so much. That's my kind of Achilles heel when it comes to it. Anyway, this book's explained why that is, and knowing this information is quite useful. So if you guys are going to be at a buffet, and I kind of put this out there now because tonight, as I mentioned yesterday, is date night, and we're thinking of going to a Greek meze place. I think it's called The Real Greek in Bournemouth, which is near where I live. And it's all kind of meze platters there and lots of varieties, almost like a Greek tapas. So there's a real risk there of just indulging and ordering 5 or 6 dishes because they're all so much variety. So the tip here and what I'm going to be doing tonight is I'm going to order maybe 1 or 2 of exactly the same dish so that I double up and then see what that does for me. And I've got a feeling that's going to make me feel fuller, quicker, and it's going to mean that I'm not going to ruin any of the practice that I'm doing within my program. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, again, there are a few days here where I've got time or evenings and things planned which are going to go against the plan that I follow as prescribed, and tonight is one of them. So I'm breaking away from what I would do to eat and the type of foods that I would eat on this plan. So we're going to see how it goes. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it reflects next Tuesday when I weigh in, and how the other off days also are going to reflect. But anyway, that will be for review at another time. But for now, the tip of the day and the tip I've had from my research and from the scientific research that's out there about overindulging and overindulging with lots of different foods is that specific foods and specific variety of foods, if they're all there together like a buffet, you're going to overindulge. So try and just pick 2 or 3 things and fill up on those, and your body will be like, yeah, I'm good. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, where I will have completed day 2 and we'll be on to day 3. So I'll see you guys soon.